Hello, I'm here to guide you in the wonders of academic writing. So, academic writing is quite boring when it comes to reference managing, but I have a solution for you. Zotero. The library suggests that you should use RefWorks, but I suggest you use Zotero. These are both reference managing tools that let you forget all about APA standards and focus on the important stuff. Yes, you see a screenshot here of the Zotero program, which I will guide you through. So why or what are we going to do with this reference tool management? In academic writing, you need to show that you built your knowledge on an investigation that builds on other people's knowledge, and that's one part of it. But also, it gives the reader the transparency that they can follow your mindset and see how you did things and so on. And APA is just a certain standard of creating these references. APA is American Psychology Association. That's also boring stuff. Quite simple. You have two things that you should know. The in-text reference. When you write something that is a claim that is not your own, you should put an in-text reference, and it could be the last name like this, a year, and a certain page. You should almost always remember page numbers. There are circumstances where you don't have to use a page number, but I think you should do that as a rule of thumb. Also, when you create the bibliography, it's what we in Danish call literature list. You have a the full line of where this reference comes from. So these are to stick together, these two. This is the in-text reference and this is the bibliography. You might already know this, but you might also have been struggling completing these things. So the how and why it is, Zotero lets you import via ISBN number, so it's quite easy sometimes. Sometimes you need to do it manually. I'll show a case of both of these. Also, different kinds of sources require different kinds of information. For instance, a homepage, and maybe there isn't an author. Then you have to just give the page name or the organization as an author. But Zotero guides you in this way. Also, Zotero, and that's why I don't recommend RefWorks, is because you are not able to work as a team there. So here in Zotero, you can actually create a folder that many people can organize, and I have an example of that as well. Also remember that this is not just for one assignment. You're actually building up your own knowledge, and you're building up a resource system where you can see all the literature that you've been using. So that's the why actually. I'm going to show you how to import an ISBN number. I'm going to show you how to import from a homepage. You can do that as well. I'm going to show you where to cooperate, and I will show you how to put these citations in. You see here's an example of an abstract that I am writing at the moment, and here are the references. Yeah. Oh, there are references that I miss here, but that doesn't matter. Let me show you how to import an ISBN number. I have installed Zotero. It's quite here. It's right here. And I found a book on the internet, Teaching Digital Natives, just to keep it in the theme. And I press this magic wand in the top, and I put in the ISBN number. And you saw it should have imported it. Oh, it is right here. So now I have it in my Zotero program, and I can see all the details. I didn't have to punch them in. That's quite nice. Also, I could take this article, for instance, that I found. It's Mark Prensky's the original text from 2001, where he coins the digital natives, also the digital immigrants, which people doesn't really talk about. But whatever, what I wanted to show you is that in Chrome here, I have a plugin that says save this to Zotero. So when I punch it, it would go to Zotero and import it into Zotero. So I close this, and I've already done it, so it's here twice. I'll just delete this one. Remove from collection. Okay. So you see, or maybe I should import it again because all the details are not there. You should see that here. You see there's a lot of details that is lacking. For instance, the date is 2001. You see it says Y for year. It knows that. So I have to manually look at this data, which we see here, and punch them in, and that's what I did in this one. So you see there's the on the horizon, that's what it says there. And volume 9 number 5 pages it already got. So sometimes you need to put a little extra into Zotero. Well, also the cooperation. Zotero has, along with this program that I have installed on my Mac, works on Windows as well, it has a homepage where you can see all sorts of stuff. So this is actually just a copy of what I see here, all my folders with different reference lists. But if you need to work cooperatively, you need to create a group, and that's what you see here, group libraries. So these libraries are quite empty. I think this one, oh, it's empty as well. But they have been functional, and it have been nice working 6 people together to, because we had an assignment, we had to read 100 abstracts. So it was quite nice that we could sort them individually, and we all knew where we were in the process. We could put them into folders that said this article is good or this is not good. So that's the cooperation thing. Okay, creating a citation. Normally when I write, I know my authors, so this I would just write manually. All of this I would write manually. I will have some claims and write this manually, but you can do like this. I'll go to the EduLearn and say, okay, I have used this Tilly, Pawson and Tilly, and I would like to put an in text citation. You need to see this. I right click, I said create biography from item, and I'm interested in the citation. See, this is the APA standard, and this is the citation, and I simply just copy it to my clipboard like this, and then I would put it in my text where I needed it, and I would supply with the P and some page number. See, this is important for people like us. If you are a professor, you can more easily not do this. Good, so this was the in-text reference. If you wanted the whole biography, normally you would only use that in the last bibliography. So I select all of these, pressing Command or Control A, and doing the same again, creating bibliography from item, and pressing the bibliography instead of the citation. Okay, now it's in my clipboard, and I go to the bibliography, and I simply put in the copied part. So now I see my list, and I can see that there's a mistake because I forgot to delete this one, remove from collection. But that's just because I didn't really have my list organized. So I hope you see this Zotero reference tool as a nifty tool. Maybe you would not know all the aspects of the tool, but I think these are the most important parts. And of course, try it out and ask each other, ask me, ask Google, ask YouTube. Morten Phillips, over and out.